All right, hey, what's up, man? It's a Deece, you know what I'm saying? And I guess the short version of this is really simple. If you're watching this, I'm already at the beach. I'm already at the beach. I'm chilling. I'm by myself. All right. I got my incense, you know what I'm talking about? I got my yoga mat, you know what I'm talking about? Not pictured. What? The new journal with the Lord of the Rings lock on it? Are you kidding me? A gift from the homie Brian. You know what I'm saying? Real G's. All right. Getting ready to write in that for the first time. The beats will be banging. I will be low pro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find you, bro. My point is this. I wanted to check in because I posted this thing yesterday. But it was recorded weird, and I didn't realize until it went up that it was choppy. So I'm just re-recording. Okay, re-recording, starting from where it's bad. Bad week this week, really bad day the other day. What was that? Was that Thursday? Horrible day. Horrible day. Lots of things went wrong. Lots of things went wrong. Why am I sharing this with you? Because I am the anti-guru. I'm not like some guy who has it all figured out, and I will never pretend to be. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm working on it. I'm working on me. I'm working on this, whatever this is, I'm working on it all the time. Say what's up to my boy Yoda. Everybody that really knows me, bro, knows that this is a shirt that I wear when it's time to compete. You know what I'm saying? When I'm coaching, when I'm cornering, you see this shirt, you better believe what it is. If I wear it and it's not comp time, you know what I mean? It means that I'm in a great mood and I'm chilling. And I am, but I was having a bad day the other day, right? Um, And so I had to go inward. And that's when your practice shows up, right? I don't care whether we're talking about Stoic practice. I don't care whether we're talking about a spiritual practice, Muslim, Sufi, Hebrew, Hindu, whatever, Buddhist, right? When it gets real is when you find out the depth of your practice. I had to go inward and figure some things out. I had to question myself authentically, you know what I'm saying? Um, and I had to make myself still. That's a hard thing to do when everything's going wrong. That's a hard thing to do in the moment. But I did it and I came out okay. I think I'm okay. But I also just really, wanted to tell you about one of my students the other day. He was doing his thing, and this guy came up to him, kind of crazy, talking wild, acting like he wanted to fight. And my boy de-escalated the thing, and he didn't fight. But I could tell when he hit me up that he was feeling kind of, you know what I'm saying? He was feeling kind of soft, like he should have thugged out. And I had to say, man, you know what I'm saying? You did the right thing, bro. Because one, everybody's crazy right now. Everybody is crazy right now. And I knew coming into the year it was going to be a crazy year, but now it's even worse. Hold on a second. Off screen nose handling. I mean, the allergies are just out of control. I just went and got. What are you guys using for allergies right now? Hit your boy up. This is bad. It's always bad. It's worse in the UK. But anyway, so I was just telling my boy that, you know what I'm saying? He did the right thing, right? He did the right thing. But I could tell he was feeling like he wanted to thug out. And it's funny because this guy hasn't really been training the last few days. And what happens is if you don't do jujitsu or MMA or wrestling or Thai boxing, if you're used to doing it and you don't do it, you be looking for a reason. So that guy who was talking crazy, when I tell you my boy got touched by an angel, okay? That crazy talk dude touched by an angel because my student would have put hands on him and ruined that boy day. But like I was telling the dude, I was like, like you don't need the court costs. You don't need to wonder if his homies is fixing to come get you. You don't need to worry about, you know what I'm saying? Like all kind of stuff, man. Like it is very rare that making it physical in retrospect makes the most sense. That's my understanding. That's my observation. That's my experience. And it's one of the reasons why I've been talking about nonviolence for years. And everybody thought like, oh, D's just being hella soft, blah, blah. Because I used to be a little more about that life, but I turned it down. And I realized violence rarely helps the way it intends to. It rarely helps the way it intends to. Now, if your real life is in threat, if someone you love, if their life is in threat, if you're trying to keep something that you own, that's justly yours, then handle your business, right? But words and disrespect, that's going to be a hard thing to trigger in me. I'm not saying I'm untriggerable, but I'm just saying I work hard to not be, right? And so when people talk crazy, you got to just turn that off. Marcus Aurelius says, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself, right? And just really understand that everybody out here right now, especially in 2025, bro, they are under mad stress pretending it's cool. Mad stress pretending it's cool. I'm telling you, these people are not okay, bro. I don't mean that with a joke. We're all going through it financially, politically, socially, spiritually, militarily, genocide, war, rumors of war, bombings. It's a wild time. So people are on edge, man. So I already came into 2025 like when people cut me off, I don't care. Talking crazy at the store, I don't care. Thinking you hard on the block, okay, I don't care. Because I'm really not trying to catch a case, right? I'm not trying to let a situation pop off and things escalate. You understand? So remember that. Remember that. The other thing, this is one of my favorite things Marcus Aurelius ever said is, when you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question. What fault of mine most resembles the one I'm about to criticize? So now, the dude I'm talking about is super mellow. You know what I'm saying? But just imagine, right? If someone's talking crazy to you, think of it. When was the last time I was talking crazy? What was going on with me? And then turn the volume down in yourself, quiet up, and be like, oh, this fool's just tripping. A lot of times fools be arguing with their baby moms, getting fired, lost hella money, blah, blah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of real stress out here in the world right now. And then you just pop up and then what? What's up then? You know, and it's on. So you have to really make sure, man, that you don't fall for that. You have to make sure that you don't fall for that. And so I saluted my boy for not setting it off. You know what I mean? Not setting it off. You know, now again, when you have a bad day, right? Like that guy, or my student, or myself, right? What are we doing? What should we be doing? Through the Stoic lens, right? Epictetus said, it's not events that upset us, but our judgments about them, right? And then you want to get cognitive distance between you and your thoughts, right? And this means like authentically observing yourself in the third person. I don't know who I used to have this friend, Mama Bev, rest in peace. We used to work at John O'Connell High School, and when people would make me mad, I would say, but they was trying to make Deese act out of thing, but you know what I'm saying, Deese ain't doing that today. And she was like, why you always refer to yourself in the third person? Are you crazy? Are you a psychopath? Because apparently psychopaths do that. And I'm pretty sure that I'm not. But I stole it from an episode of Seinfeld. George is getting angry. Do you remember that? And so I started doing it as a joke, but then when I kind of stumbled into stoicism, I realized like when I did talk like that, I was trying to get distance and it works. All right? Like get distance from your emotions and ask why. Right? Not saying that your emotions aren't valid, but ask why. Because if you know why, then you can make a better decision. Right? Also, value-based journaling, right? Journaling about your values. Look at this. Look at this Lord of the Rings lock. Look at this book. Back in the day, the old Dragon of the West, Adisa, would sit on the beach and write. I'm going to write so many good things in this, right? Value-based journaling. I do Stoic journaling. I always tell people to do Stoic journaling. If you want to join the Resilient Men's Group, you will have to learn to journal consistently. Everybody in the crew has to journal consistently. This is what we gather about because you can't really refine your thoughts if you don't know what they are. You don't even know what you think. So how hard can we critique it? Yeah. Again, shout out to Brian for that, right? But you have to ask yourself in the course of your journaling, right? Like, Has what happened ruined your ability to be wise? Has it ruined your ability to be just? Has it harmed your ability to have courage, to have balance and moderation in your life? If it hasn't, it may not be that bad. That's a big thing of how I got through the other day. Huge, right? And then there's this aspect of doing the Stoic practice of the view from above meditation, which is a very specific practice that I am going to put a link to in the description. Okay. From a talk I gave, ironically, in the UK. All right. And so, do the view from above. It's a big deal. It's probably one of the first Stoic practices I did, I think, was the view from above. Yeah. Yeah. So the other thing I really want to talk about as an American, hold on, hay fever break again. The other thing that I want to talk about is this whole thing's been going on all week about 100 Americans versus 100 Brits. This all started with a some internet thing where people were saying, could 100 men, adult men, beat up a gorilla? Going back and forth. Some of it was meant to be silly, some of it was meant to be real, and the whole world took notice. And then some guy on TikTok or IG, black dude from the UK, is like, hey, that's weak. Let's have a conversation about 100 Americans versus 100 Brits, right? And the internet went crazy. And I thought it was funny. And people were hitting me up like, Deep, what you think? You go back and forth. You be in the UK, you know what I'm saying? London, Leeds, know what I mean? Leicester, know what I mean? Scarborough, know what I mean? Passing through Manchester, know what I mean? You know what I mean? Doncaster. I get around, like Tupac said. But here's the thing. I'm going to talk honestly about this idea because I think it's important that we get mutual clarity on all of this stuff, right? Hold on, one more time. One more time. All right, I'm done. Last one, last one. Let's talk about America, man. America is not what you think, man. We are all suffering from PTSD. Every American you know is suffering from PTSD. This place is bonkers. All of us are crazy. This is a beautiful, insane asylum with some good people in it. Still a beautiful, insane asylum. And so, you know, when I when I thought about this, it was really funny, right? Look, man, hood dudes, real hood dudes that know how to squabble from here, bro. You're not looking for that trouble. I promise you. You don't want that trouble. The Southern corn-fed white dudes, bro, who like to wrestle and throw each other into the barn, problematic. Little Puppet and all the essays, you don't want that trauma. You don't want that drama. You don't want the trauma or the drama. Oh man, and we haven't even gotten to like the Pacific Islanders and the Asian gangs. Asian gangs are their own set of insanity. Are you out of your mind? You might be. You might be. Right. And that's not even to speak of the East Coast Italian mob people and all of that. It's crazy. But let me tell you what Americans don't understand. The UK is not all tea and crumpets, my boy. You think that's what they do? They just sit around eating tea and crumpets all day, dog? Yo, they are bona fide assassins all over that place. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. We could probably start in the north. If you're from Leeds or above, you're already crazy. I'm so serious. Leeds people are nuts, dog. And I love Leeds. I love that city so much. What's up? Shout out to Leeds, you know what I'm saying? But they got some people that are mad dangerous, right? Dudes that train and dudes that don't. Don't get caught slipping. London? You've never seen Top Boy? You think it's a joke, bro? Watch Top Boy. Don't let the accent get you twisted, man. Cats are not butlers and whatnot over there, man. The streets are so real. So real. You know what a zombie knife is? They use them all the time. They use them all the time. All the time. Um, You ever seen those crazy, silly videos about the hood girls from South London? The white girls? They're really like that. Um, but let's talk about the gangs of the United Kingdom. Seriously, the Polish gangs, you don't want no problems with the Polish gangs, especially in London, for real. You don't want no problems with the Jamaican gangs. What? Like even the East Coast shower posse type dudes, those dudes are hard as nails. What about the dudes that never got to New York? These dudes, no, you don't want them dudes showing up. I promise you. Promise you. The Arab gangs, nobody likes to talk about it, but they exist. The Pakistani, mm, watch out. Watch out, bro. Didn't even speak on the Russians and the Nigerians yet. Listen, both sides, both sides have real G's on them. Both sides, right? But then there's some other realities. Let's talk about history. The last time somebody had this idea about, maybe we should just go to America and show them what time it is. America was born. Like, we were born from this idea. What are you doing? Don't come over here talking crazy, dog. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. All right. We don't play on this side. We don't. And you don't play. Which brings me to my most serious point of this whole thing. Once and for all, this is it. Like everybody needs to chill. We shouldn't be in competition. We should be chilling. Have you, as an American, have you never been to London, bro? Listen, if you're going to travel to Europe, go to the UK first. Go to London. Listen to what I'm saying. Go to London. It is crazy dope. Club scenes, restaurants. What? Yo, man, you're not going to like old England. You're going to a modern, crazy, hilarious, technological, like food from everywhere. People be talking like British food is nasty. It wasn't 88, man. I went there 1988, bro. It was gross. It was like boiled chicken with no seasoning and salad. Horrible. Do you know how dope it is now? Some of the best food of my life I've had there. Sushi, some of the best. Thai, some of the best. Jamaican, period. Not a question. Ridiculous. Eat of Eden, right? You go to Brixton. Brixton, you ain't never been to Brixton? Brixton is like Compton and Oakland put together for African folks in the UK. It is incredible. The food, the people, the culture, the music, the clubs. Last time I saw Jizza tear it down, he was in Brixton, man, setting it off. I mean, crazy. Shout out to Jizza, you know what I'm saying? Black Samson. Um, and I'm just trying to tell you, man, like the UK is lit. Leeds is lit. Brighton? Brighton? Come on, man. Brighton is like Brooklyn on a beach with money. Scarborough is like Santa Cruz with money. Oh, the food, crazy. The countryside, crazy. Man, go soak that up. Don't get caught up in the hating and acting like UK people is weak. And if you're from the UK, don't act like you don't want to come to Cali. Hmm? These beaches are ridiculous. While you're watching this, I'm on one. Go check my stories in my IG. You gonna see me chilling on the beach like whatever, dog. And that's what we do all day, every day, almost every damn season, because there's not even seasons here. It gets a little foggy, it gets a little wet, it gets a little cold, but it ain't like y'all. I've been through English winters. I've been in Scotland in the winter. It's not that lit. I've been in Scotland in like April and May, and it's not that lit. You can wear shorts in Cali almost any season. right? And we're not gonna talk about food, right? We're not gonna talk about a club scene. Come on, man, what are you talking about? Right? We're talking about America, right? Which means that we got beaches like that, and we got the Colorado mountains, and we got everything that's going on in Texas. You know what I'm saying? If you like that desert heat and whatnot, I'm not. And what East Coast you talking about? Like Boston is so beautiful. If you could just kind of trim the racism down, just a little. Hold on, too much over there. You know what I'm saying? Boston's amazing. Cambridge, right? That whole like intellectual center. You need that. The world needs that. The world benefits from that. The West, the Western world needs the UK and the USA to vibe out. That's what needs to happen, right? So let me be the builder of the bridge of peace and unity between us, right? Like, look, the people of the UK, they dress way better than we do. We dress ridiculously. We dress like we don't care. We have no sense of style. I don't want to say no sense of style, but not compared to the UK. That's how I feel. I feel like American fashion in the last few years has dropped down. We don't have it like we used to have it. We don't have it like we used to have it, right? Um, the UK, they have a better sense of fashion, street fashion, business fashion, especially just the high-end fashion, ridiculous. Look at their cars. Their cars are better than our cars, like by a lot, by a lot. Last time I was with my lady, zipping and zapping through, I think, were we in central London? I saw the Lotus store for the cars off the chain. I've seen so many dope cars, right? You know what I'm saying? I got too many homies out there with dope cars, right? I mean, it's out of control, right? We need that, right? And in America, to all my UK fam, you know what we got? Bro, we got toothbrushes, we got floss, oral hygiene is at an all-time high over here. Don't act like you don't need it. No disrespect. Don't act like you don't need it, right? Right? Just like we need, what do we need? What do we need? We need to put the guns down. We need to just put the guns down. As an American, you have no idea how cool it is to go somewhere and know that nobody's going to get shot. They just kind of starting to get guns, but really, it's just like mostly cops who don't use them that often, but the average citizen just doesn't have them. So when you be in a hip hop club and it feels a little rowdy, it's way less rowdy because there's no guns. Now that don't mean that the zombie knife might not come out or something like that. But even that, bro, like they still have in the UK, you know what they got? They still got this concept of civilians. You feel me? Back in the day, if two people had issues in the clink and they saw each other outside, they normally just left it alone. That was the main thing. But the other thing is if they seen each other with other people around them, family, friends, da 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 da, they recognize that we maybe have beef, but they don't have nothing to do with it. I'll catch you later. That's how it is when I'm in South London, man. When I'm going around South London, nobody's bothering me, especially if I'm rocking the kufi, because that's where the Muslims be at. And South London is just amazing and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, tooting Broadway, you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to tell you is that, like, the only way it really gets real is if I'm not rocking the kufi and I'd be like, hey man, who got the weed? Where the hash? I need some mushrooms. Now you've introduced yourself into the drama, right? But the drama will not come to you. In America, we still have a lot of random violence, man. And that's not cool. And in the UK, they don't have the violence as random. Now, I'm not saying it don't happen. They have way too much knife crime, especially in the black community. You know what I'm saying? But man, we could learn from them about not leaning into the gunplay. We could learn. But before we fight, let's have some tea and some crumpets and some chicken and waffles. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get some new suits. Let's brush our teeth and floss. Let's go to the club. Let's have some great food and chill out. Chill out. America and the UK need to be tighter. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. And if you think I'm wrong and you from America, I'm telling you, go to London. and tell me I'm wrong after you come back. You won't say nothing? Ask my boy Unlearn the World, the rapper. I said, bro, if you go to the UK, they're going to have crazy love for you. He's like, oh, I think it'd be a good. I said, listen, they would love you out there. He went out there, blah, my boy is in Rolling Stone. I told you, dog. I got homies in Leeds, London, Manchester, Leicester, Scarborough. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And again, on both sides, both people got warrior cultures. Some of the coldest people with hands that I know are in Leeds, bro. You think they playing about these, bro? They're not playing because they don't have guns. So they got to be harder. You know what I mean? So they already have, like, they're not afraid to rowdy up. Plus all the soccer hooliganism, you know what I'm saying? But then think about it. The 49ers from the Bay, we own the Leeds team. Come on, man. We supposed to be chilling. We supposed to be chilling. So let's chill. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I look forward to seeing you soon. All right. If you want to join the Resilient Men's group, hit me up on IG. Right. We meet Mondays. Right. If you want some one-on-one conversations to understand the fundamentals of how you can have stoicism be a part of your world and stoic practices be a part of your life, holler at a scholar. You know what the deals. You know what the deals. And on that note, you know the deal. Keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Have a good one. I'm out.